I have often walked down these streets before, looking for a $20 whore. And my friends all say, hey, what gives? There's a load on the street where you live. Oh, please start talking. Hello, Ed. Yeah, they're fucking timed out, and it's always a pain of trying to get back, and sometimes you don't know if the old stream's continuing, and you can't fucking. Or maybe I should do like a fucking. Maybe I should do a proviso when I say that. Oh, did you see Jen the other day? Jen was on. She's changed shifts. She has changed shifts. Hello, Georgie. Yeah, so I'm doing these things where you go without food for a long time. Fasts, intermittent fasts, and they do work. I've dropped about 5 kilos already last month, I think. So I really need to get back into it. Oh, fuck off, you cunt. Yeah, so she's, like I say, she is working different shifts. It was nice to talk to her. We talked about skiing and stuff like that. Can you ski, Ed, or could you ski? There's one thing I wanted to do for a long time, and that was go. I did work. I worked in Shirakabago. There's a thing somewhere 10 10 of the most beautiful places to live, and I've lived in two of them. And one was Queenstown, and the other one Shirakabako in Nakano. And I worked there for 2 months, I think, something like that. £5 a day, and all the beer I could drink, and accommodation and food. 5,000. Yeah, that was it. But I really enjoyed that, apart from being a bit lonely. So I would love to go and work in somewhere like Hokkaido, like in Tend Bar, and get a fucking free ski pass. Now the thing, I haven't skied. The last time I skied, it was with my son when he was 8, so that's like fucking 14 years ago. And is it like riding a bike? You don't forget. Yeah, Hokkaido. Oh, Hokkaido. No, I didn't. I've never been. But I skied I taught skiing in Shirakabako, even though I could hardly ski myself. She's coming back. And she's put a ponytail around the other side now. Shit, man, this woman wearing made up with nice clothes and it's going to look fantastic. I've got to block this cunt. He's getting my fucking tits. Hello, Kovok, from your last night, that's all. If Japanese women don't have new clothes, if it's not been to the fucking, if it's not been to the dry cleaners, it's not going to be fucking ironed. So the guy I gave a bowling to last week, the manager, doesn't want to fucking acknowledge or talk to me. Just don't send out fucking shit food, you cunt. Is Ed still there? Where is Ed? I started watching Invictus last night. With Matt Damon and the older black guy, what's his name? You still there, Ed? Ed, can I just ask you a question? Be honest as you can. Someone said to me tonight that I was like mental, and it didn't mean like mental, but there was something wrong with me. What do you think? You've seen a lot of people. You're not young. Am I mental? Do you think the years in Japan and all the insults is catching up with me? And the pressure of living here and having no money. And having a hit list of people I want to really fucking seriously injure. As much of fucking hell, I was dreading that answer. The old, if you're crazy, I am. I'm trying to. I've got fucking 1,000 left in my wallet at home. And sometimes I just start the day out with no fucking money. I really do. I've got fucking nothing. And then I have to go to the fucking warehouse and collect some things together and then go and sell it. But I don't buy a beer. Hard times. Well, there will be until I get to my pension next year. Just got to start working hard, that's all. Or win on the lotto. I bought a lotto today, 5 lines. And it's a carryover, so it should be like 400 million, 500 million yen. That's $4 to $5 million. Hey, Walter. I was thinking of getting like 2 kaki fry, 300 yen, but I've got to say no, and I've got to have a glass of wine because I want to lose another half kilo today. So I want to get that. Definitely want to look at least 5 kilograms in October. At least 5 kilograms. I was hoping for 10. I think the most I ever lost in 1 month was 8 kilograms. But I was running like 6 miles every day. What would you do if I sang out a song? Would you get up and walk out on me? So Walter, I just asked Ed, do you think I'm mental? As in like I've got like a mental problem. Not just as in crazy or gregarious, but as in like I've got a mental problem. Because obviously sometimes people don't recognize it. No, okay. So I'm just, one person said it on like a long time ago on YouTube, and my friend said it to my face. But that's only because I don't know, because I fucking speak the truth, and maybe sometimes people think that could be mental. But I think as you get older, and with a sense of humour, you can say things that most people would never dream of saying. Fuck man, this girl's gorgeous. She's got the most massive knockers. Oh, she's fucking... It's really strange. I know that. It's not a pretty fighter. Yeah, that's true, but someone like said to me the other night, I was enjoying myself, and they were wound up by other people. The only other than that, but he's a real nutter. So, but and someone came up to me and started fucking slagging me for being a rag and bone man, and I just raised a level 10 and goes, no, I'm not a rag and bone man, I'm just a rag man. and they were just trying to get the rise out of me. They were just trying to take the piss, and I just tried to be as friendly as possible. But now I'm very angry, and so like they were trying to fuck with me because they were over on holiday visiting their brother or friend, and now I just want to fuck with them, and that, but to my mind, that includes violence. So I would never go over to someone and fuck with them in that way. If they were at the same table and we knew each other, then maybe, but not to a fucking complete stranger. And so I'm very angry with these people, and violence is on the table. I just don't want to ignore it. And what? Yeah, well, these are English people. They're younger than me, but they're in the 40s, so they're not kids. One of them's a big guy. He's very muscly, full of tattoos, but like a fucking hand around his throat and a fucking kick him with my boots, everything fucking changes. Without a doubt. See, the thing in this, if you speak your mind, for example, I don't like gypsies. And I've made a few comments on Facebook, and maybe you get these fucking, what do you call them, these social justice warriors. Yeah, like you've got a fucking gypsy living next door to you. Because I know now that if you're a fucking rich person and a fucking 20 caravans or 50 caravans or more come and fucking pitch camp next to you, you're not a fucking social justice warrior. You just hate them just as much as everyone else does. And this is with these social justice warriors, they don't have these fucking people living next door to them. They don't. They might have Pakistanis and Indians living next door to them or whatever, but they're professional fucking people. They're not some people that are gonna fucking dump a load of crap outside your fucking house, or fucking nick your washing machine, or all the fucking tools you've got in your garage. No, but if your grandma is a gypsy and she kidnaps a neighbour's cats, well, that's a type of gypsy that I like. This woman said that her dad was a rag and bone man like me. So someone's been fucking filling her head with this fucking bullshit. But like, someone else said that, and I don't like that term because I go to fucking electrical companies, I go to machine companies, I go to car companies, and I can earn like $1,200 a day on a good day. So I'm not really fucking collecting clothes and fucking giving balloons out. So I found it a bit of an insult. Hey, look who's turned up. Jennifer, you've made an old man very, very happy. And I'm pleased to see you too. You will have noticed, Jen, that I gave Ed a spanner and Geek a spanner. But that was just to see if they were fucking listening. Please don't use those spanners on your cocks. That's if you could get an erection. Yeah, I was just talking about agenda. If I won on the lottery, I would go around visiting people, my Facebook friends and YouTube friends. Should have wine on it, guys, man. Hey, Walter, take care, pal. The spanner implant job. I don't know if you. There was a. Yeah, that was what I was just saying, Jen. I just wondered. It's been like 14 years since I last skied. When I took my son skiing and he didn't fucking like it. And I just wondered, is it like bicycle riding? You don't forget. So I was wondering if I could get a job at and I heard some buzzing somewhere. Thank you. And get like accommodation, meals, and like a ski pass. You can do that, but I guess I could say, look, fucking Santa's here. It could be good. So I could like live there, hopefully get 200,000 in. This is my dream, and then pay the rent back home, and then go to England. Oh, there you go then. Thanks for telling me that. I should be okay. They can light up in fucking Colorado. Get there with your fucking bad hip. Or your bad hip. The mountains will do you good with snow. So this guy that I know would check out my what was it? The Ethereum fucking video. So now he's back in America after losing his family, and he went to work for a friend of mine in Texas, and he just fucked up again. He knows how to make fucking good dope, but it's just so fucking. He's just so you can't trust him. I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. That is quite funny because that's where Mork and Mindy was set, wasn't it, in Colorado? And if there was any fucking well-known comedian actor that was, this is why he fucking led him to kill himself, Robin Williams. It fucking adds up. If you're taking all that shit all your lives, it fucking adds up. It drives you crazy. You never seen Mork and Mindy? Fuck, man. That's one of the best fucking shows on TV. I don't know if it's dated, but as kids, it was one of the best shows on TV without a doubt. Yeah, Boulder, Colorado. Yeah. Look, lots of people, not lots of people offered me drugs, maybe about five or six in my lifetime. I had one mate at work, he was on epilepsy pills, and he gave me some, and I took them, and they were okay. I thought, I don't know if it was psychosomatic, but I took them, they were okay. Someone put drugs in food while I was in LA. I tried to throw my friend from the 6th floor of an apartment block. That's why I don't think they're good. Yeah, I'm going to upload 2 videos, but these videos, are gonna be on Patreon. Are you willing to pay? I thought all those shows are always repeated, Jen. This is why all the young kids, they know everything from America, like Mr. Ed, for example. That was that in the 1950s? Car 54. No, I don't, it was just it was probably just fucking marijuana or hashish in fucking food. I didn't know, but I came to realise after we went outside the apartment. My mate was an irritating cunt. No one liked him, but I just went to America with him. I tried to throw him off the fucking building. I am not kidding. Luckily, he managed to resist. If I'd have been as big as I am now, it wouldn't have been a fucking problem. I'd have thrown him over. No, I wouldn't take anything. He was putting the food. He was putting the food, Ed. I ended up fucking throwing him in the river. And he caught the back of my head and he pulled me into the river with him. Luckily, it was only like a fucking, it wasn't long to the river, so. But I think if you get a society like New Zealand or America, LA, where the people are used to putting fucking food in drugs, I think they just fucking accept that everyone knows that. If they don't, then the people that they're just putting it in willy-nilly, then they're fucking very irresponsible because they cannot judge on everyone's fucking state of mind at that time. When I was visiting a mate, it's a long story, but anyway, I knew him, I used to work with him in a Mexican restaurant, and he had some Italian. He was looking after this restaurant, and near the army base in Tokyo, or just close to Tokyo, and this eat edibles. Oh, edibles, drugs, Jen. Hashish. And he had this Italian wine for 200 yen. And I drank, he was a drug dealer. This guy was a drug dealer in Tokyo. But we worked together at the Mexican restaurant. And I drank 2 bottles of this fucking cheap Italian wine. $2 a bottle. I was fucking hallucinating. I saw pink fucking monsters. I am not kidding. There were pink monsters. And I just asked him the next morning, did you fucking put something in the food? Because I would never do that. It's cheap shit wine. Got some fucking funny shit. Well, I guess it's cheap shit wine. I've only done 2 bottles of wine twice. That was once, and the other one was like the other year. But I certainly didn't hallucinate. But then after I've said this before a few times, but people are saying that if you do that with food, it reacts differently. You know, it's the way it breaks down in food, so it can be like a dangerous thing. No, that's where we worked. I think it was a normal restaurant, but the wine was Italian, and the monsters were definitely pink. But that's what they say, pink elephants. It's true. It does fucking. It's fucking true, without a doubt. Mexican food's got to be the greatest. And Japanese food. Mexican food's great. Mexican, English, and Japanese. Greatest food you could ever ask for. Anyone want to? Yeah, it's Chinese is alright, but it's not as exciting as those three foods. I've been as your wife as well, Ed. And then again, you can throw in the Greek and Turkish kebabs. That's fucking good for. That's good stuff. Yeah, I once saw a video on a Mexican lifestyle, and it was just like I don't know if it was one house or several houses, but they just add all this fucking food, and they're all making all this food together. It's such a fucking brilliant lifestyle. We'd all get together, you'd all make the food together, you make it with fresh ingredients. That's fucking, like like outside, not inside, outside. Oh, it does. The best food here is unbelievable, but it's so fucking expensive, Jen. Most people haven't even fucking eaten it. I've eaten better food than most of the Japanese people because I've been treated to it by my rich Japanese friend. Itsuo. It's fucking really nice food. Oh, Jennifer's still thin. Are you still thin, Jen? Oh, fucking hell, I nearly knocked that over. I was so shocked by that, I nearly knocked the wine over. Have you seen photos I haven't seen, Ed? What's Jennifer been sending you? Yeah, there's lots of Japanese food, Jennifer, and well, Ed knows. I think Ed's lived here. So there's lots of Japanese food here that's so nice. Lots and lots and lots of it. Not just fish, not just sushi, but all kinds of stuff. Sukiyaki. Sukiyaki is one of the best foods you can have, but it's the best food to have at home. With like friends and family, you just sit maybe 6, 8, 10 people around the table, and you get all the hot pans, and you put the vegetables in, then you put the meat in, then you have eggs in a dish, and you just get the meat and the vegetables like leeks or negi, and you just pick those out, and you just fucking dip it in the egg. It's just like a sweet sauce. It's fucking beautiful. I think that's like sushi and sukiyaki. They're my favourite things. And then you have beer with it, of course. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah. The thing is, Jen, I've only had it outside once, sukiyaki, and it's they just give you one small bowl of it, and sukiyaki is the thing where you just fucking keep on eating it. You eat it and eat it and eat it until you're fucking satisfied or sated or full. It's just fucking beautiful. And it may be the sweet thing that this cute little girl is carrying a drink. Gambate. With the two big fucking shoes on her. Get it? Oh, there you go, Jenny. I think I'll throw $1 in a month. I used to make my own tortillas. I used to make them fresh because they were so expensive. I used to roll them out. I used to make pizza dough. I used to make the tortillas as well. No one would ever say they were quite round, but they were all right. I used to buy the proper flour. In fact, we used to do on like in the weeks of the day we used to have different nights. It'd be like German food and German food, Mexican food, Italian food, Japanese food, English food. Different nights of the week for different foods. I am sure my kids won't remember that. I'll have to ask them. Is it just tortillas? If it's just tortilla, did she make anything else? She looks bad. Yeah, if you're making yourself, Jim, I don't. Well, over here, you can get like massive. You can get half a dozen massive tortillas for about like $6. But I don't like corn tortillas. It's got to be flour tortillas. Fucking hell, Jen, that's got to be a dream, innit? I wish I had a fucking Mexican grandma. But my grandma did used to make brilliant Yorkshire puddings. And when I took a girlfriend around on a Sunday afternoon, she'd make salmon sandwiches with vinegar and a cup of tea. Oh, really? Oh, I don't. That's why you're so fucking shorted. Never eat corn tortillas. You become Mexican. Fucking 5'6". Yeah, I had a Peruvian mate like ceviche. He used to make that ceviche. I make a fucking killer. Food is easy. You just got to use fresh stuff. I used to make a brilliant salsa, and I wish I did have access to fresh fucking what do you call the green peppers? The not so hot ones. But I used to make a real fucking good salsa. You know, but it's just using fucking fresh things. Simple as that. Yeah, it used to make German food as well. German potatoes, you know, like with the fucking bacon and the potatoes and the sauerkraut and beer. Russian fucking borscht. The Russians haven't got any good food. I was watching Ellen Mirren last night, and she said she comes from Russian royalty, rich Russian royalty, and she was then, which was quite interesting and which is quite believable, is that when they didn't talk bullshit at home, it was just politics. But then again, she was from like a rich family. No, of course, German food can be good. They fucking got brilliant sausages in Germany. And they got the sauerkraut. That's good enough. I worked in a German restaurant, so I know that shit. Cold Rolladin. Sounds like a drug at the dentist's. Oh, it's called from coleslaw. It sounds like cabbage. Sounds like a cabbage dish. Or 3, 4. Oh, that's it. So I've had 4 wines, so I guess if I have one more, then it's not quite a bottle. Could be a song, can it? Not quite a bottle. not quite a bottle, is what Aristotle used to say to Plato. He said that Plato, he says, I know I've got to go because it's not quite a bottle. There you go, and it was cabbage. Yeah, the cabbage with I've had those. Yeah, I think they make them in Japan. The cabbage rolls with the meat with the mince in. Yeah, I, sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't have asked for a divorce. Well, I guess it tastes better than a Rolodex. The Rolodex comedian. I don't suppose I can remarry. I can't because I'm still married in England, so I can't remarry. Apart from that, I wouldn't get any woman to accept me until I win on Britain's Got Talent this year. Yeah, that sounds fucking really nice. What do you call that white? What is it? A wheat sausage? There's like a white sausage. Is that wheat or is it? What the fuck's in it? But I know it's really nice, but I didn't know if there was any fucking meat in it. We used to sell those at the restaurant. I fucking love they're nice sausages. I love the sausages. I love the gravy as well. Fucking the credit card company is calling me again. It's once or twice a day. Is that harassment or what? I don't have any fucking money. I don't have a job. Can you hear that? Can you hear that noise? Ain't got no cash for you. I know that the money is due. But when I ain't got a job, you just gotta fuck off. Why's the shice worst? You want to know what's in the you want to know what's in the shice worst? That's fucking the white sausage is quite nice. It's not fucking cheap either. It's about 600. Yeah, you can buy it for about 600, 700 yen for about 5. Yeah, they're nice. They're real. I enjoyed those. Yeah. Now and again at the restaurant, they would let us into the back and once or twice, 3 times, once a month, and they would let us pig out in the restaurant and in the kitchen. It was fucking nice. And they give us the beer as well. Well, this is why I thought they were fucking Weiss beer. I thought Weiss beer was made from wheat, and so I thought that was a connection with the sausages. sausage is the most strangest food because if it's a really good fucking sausage, you know, I know the Germans, Italians, and English, we make brilliant sausages, and in America you get the fucking hot dog sausage, which is the worst fucking sausage in the world. You know, I didn't like it when my wife gave those little sausages to my kids. I really didn't. Because when you have a really nice sausage, like in the countries that I mentioned, they're beautiful. Well, I joined Costco. I couldn't believe the fucking waiting line to join. I went inside, it was packed, and I could see these massive fucking sausages. And I thought, fuck, I want to eat one of those. I ate one about, I don't know if it was maybe last year. And they were fucking disgusting. They're fucking inedible. Is it inedible, unedible? They're fucking disgusting. Without a fucking doubt. They're just, you cannot, I had 2 or 3 bites and they were, fuck knows what's in those sausages. They look great. But the taste is, fuck man. Well, when it's cheap shit that's sold at stadiums, of course it's crap. But you can make your own fucking hot dogs at home and you put in the best fucking sausages. And then they're good. But there must be good. They do have some. I've had sausages. I forget what they call now, but they're all right from supermarkets. The proper sausages, but you must be able to get good sausages from like all the, like all the delicatessens in America. Yeah, I applied for one of those jobs, Jen, but I can't do it because of my beard. $8,000, is that your salary, Jen? Yes, they're amazing, those homes, and then they're saying, they charge these people that amount of money, and then they're saying they can't make a profit. Then they employ people on fucking $10 an hour. Not you, Jen, I'm talking about the cleaners and things like that, or the assistants. She's good at Japan. No, they have it, but I did a video once on the cheese here, and it was one of the most expensive fucking cheeses in the world. It was so they have like a packet of cheese which is like fucking 50 grams or 100 grams, and it's like fucking 200 yen or 300 yen or 400 yen. There's very little cheese in it. Called Chesco. But when I first came here, you could get Maribor, which is from Sweden or Denmark, and you could get a Gouda for about 1,000 yen for 1 kilo, 100 yen per kilo. But other stuff is very expensive. But now if you go to Costco, you can go to Costco and get American cheese. And it's not too bad. It's between about 1,300 yen for a kilo, so that's okay. Yeah, that's fucking definitely a Western thing, isn't it? You know, the good cheese. And in England we have something called white Cheshire or red Cheshire. It's like a crumbly cheese. Fucking hell, man, that's the best cheese sandwiches. I don't know if you get it I don't know if you have it in the States. It's called white Cheshire cheese, and it's crumbly, dry, not so much fat in it. It's beautiful.
Now, I mean, when I was 18, that was my first flight to Paris, and we went in a French supermarket, and you went past the cheese counter, and you almost fucking fainted. The smell was so strong, it was unbelievable. Like the ammonia, you were like vomiting just going past the cheese counter. And I don't know if that's just France or other European countries, but it's not nice. No, it is changed. It's the most popular cheese, I think. But I don't know how much it is now in England. No idea. Hello. I can't read that because my fucking eyes are getting blurred. Takeshi. Okay, so I'm not alone then. Okay, that's good. Yeah, grilled cheese sandwich. Mate, I wonder if you could get, like sometimes people put photographs of Philly sandwiches and what's that famous New York sandwich? And they put these sandwiches on the on Facebook. They look fucking fantastic, and I just want to go to that place and have one of these fucking sandwiches. I think it's a famous place in New York that my friend puts on there, Alexander, and they're just fuck, man. This is why. No, but people complain about people putting photos of food on the internet. I fucking love it. I love looking at food if it's good. If it's good, I love looking at food. People what they're gonna eat or what they've eaten, or it's. I think it's great. People love food. Isn't that a bit big, Ed? A baguette and camembert. I used to have fucking also. When I was doing well, we would have like fucking 40 bottles of wine a month, plus all the cheese, all the fucking meat, and that's when I was getting like pains in my chest. I was just eating too much rich food. So was my wife. You'll have to send me a link, Jen. What his name is? Yeah, it can be really fucking. Is it pungent? Is that the right word? Hello. Bye bye. So the other night I was talking to an Irish lad, and he was telling me he was doing busking in Nagoya. So I want to get in touch with him again. He didn't make too much money. So he's married to a very rich guy. So your uncle's gay, or the guy's a woman. Yeah, that's the thing. If you always eating like that constantly, it can. Like I said, I found I was having problems. Not that I was that rich, but I was having. Oh, okay. So, but like I said, if you're eating it constantly, it does lead to problems without a doubt. Because after I had that, I liked it without a doubt. You know, just have like a fucking bottle of wine a night. But like I said, I was getting pains in my chest.
Yeah, you do. But what was that? Was that when you were in hospital? Well, you tend to do so, without a doubt. You know. But at that time, I was like 85 kilos. And so what's so? So how long were you there? So you were paying so much per month, and you're getting all the nice food. I've been thinking of studying French again. Yes, I want to study.